Hi there guys, welcome back to the HVAC Marketing School. Today our topic is AI rankings. What's the difference between AI ranking and SEO ranking? If you really need it and if there is an opportunity and potential for your business there. I'm Daniel from Netrocket HVAC Marketing. Have like a bunch of experience in HVAC marketing itself and SEO and AI ranking right now. Most of our clients rank in AI and getting leads from AI, from the ChatGPT and Perplexity. And today I'm gonna share what ChatGPT says about how to rank there. Let's imagine that we are searching for an HVAC contractor for AC repair somewhere in your city. Let's see what Google says. Let's see what Google says if we need. So right now it's quite summertime and we need, let's say, AC repair contractor. I don't know if they say this, but Google says that they do. My computer right now is in Thousand Oaks, California, and what we see. So what we see, the local service ads. Firstly, we see Fleet Wheel air conditioning, Dutton air conditioning and heating. We see the Google ads, then Yelp also appears in the Google ads. Then we see organic ads again with Google. We see Google Maps. We see some contractors ranking in Google Maps. As usually, we get 3 organic and 1 is sponsored. So Green Future Heating and Air Conditioning is sponsoring the Google Maps. And then we have organic results. These guys, Conager Services, HVAC Plumbing and Electrical, then EA Mechanical, then again some places, then sponsored results, the same Conejo Services, and City Green Air. By the way, let's check out Yelp as well, what Yelp has, and then we will see what ChatGPT will say about the same location and what we'll see there and why. The local service ads. Let's see more who we have here. So these guys are in LSA, okay. A lot of Google reviews, by the way. And then in the places, in the Google Maps, most of them they don't have a lot of reviews, but I know that there is also Next Gen somewhere here. And they have a lot of reviews. Yeah, more places. Let's check it out. Who else is there here? So most of the contractors here, they don't have a lot of Google reviews. As for the Yelp, so near Thousand Oaks, California, whom do we see? We have Air Force Air Conditioning and Heating with almost 400 reviews and very, very good rating, 4.9. Then Lee's HVAC. It's another Lee, if you know that the bigger company. This one, Lee's Air. I understand this is a little bit different. So then Conejo Services with 960 reviews. That's very good. So this is, I would say, this is quite a big company. And let's see what ChatGPT says. It's more or less the same keyword. I will prompt it actually. I will prompt it as I would do as like naturally, more naturally. Because in Google search, we usually we use the keywords. And we got used to prompt Google a bit differently than we talk to ChatGPT. Who is the best for AC repair in Thousand Oaks? Okay, let's see. So who is the best for AC repair in Thousand Oaks? What we got here? If I were helping a homeowner in Thousand Oaks choose AC repair, I would not simply sort by Google rating. So this is the first feature, not Google rating only. So what ChatGPT does, number of reviews, years in business, where they focus on HVAC, not just handyman company, emergency availability, professional certifications like NATE, ACA, factory authorized dealers, consistency across Google, BBB, Yelp, NG, and Home Advisor, and etc. Whether they repair systems or immediately push replacements. This is what they got actually, this is what they're getting from their reviews themselves. Based on that approach, these would be my shortlist. Air Force Air Conditioning and Heating, 5-star Heating and Air Conditioning, then Drew Co Air Conditioning, then Top Shelf Heating, Cooling Beyond. So the list is a bit different. Do you see that the list is really different and differs what Google says to us? So it's different from LSA. So LSA have a different result. The Google ads, of course, have a different result than Yelp. Let's compare to Yelp what we have. So we have Lee's and we have Air Force Air Conditioning and Heating. This is the one company, Air Force, which is also rated number 1 in ChatGPT. This means that I believe that it's quite important to be number 1 in Yelp. But others, like Conejo Services, they're not appearing in ChatGPT at all. And this is quite a big company. Maybe they're not located locally. So they don't have a local office, as I understand. Let's just ask ChatGPT, why didn't they pick up this company for us? Why don't you show Seneho services, for example? The reason I didn't put them on my top 3 initially is not because they're weak. It's because I was trying to surface a mix of HVAC only specialists, owner-operated companies, larger services organization. But after looking deeper, Seneho has several strengths that are hard to ignore. It's a family-owned local company dating back to 1979, one of the largest services organizations in the area, 24/7 emergency service, BBB A+ accreditation with decades of operating history, and so on. So thousands of reviews across different platforms, claims of 3,000 plus 5-star ratings. If it were my house for a repair call in Thousand Oaks today, my list would probably be Seneho services. So you see, the ChatGPT is changing the rating. I don't know why. We can ask about other companies as well. Let's see who else is here. Okay, we have Fleetwell Air Conditioning and Heating. So let's ask ChatGPT, why didn't it come up with this company? You see, from a homeowner's perspective, Fleetwell is interesting because it looks stronger than it first appears. What I like about Fleetwell, the local wheels like that. Okay, so it's, again, it likes the Fleetwell, and it's Seneho again here next to it. So it adds this company to the rankings. For a full replacement of 15 to 30K equipment, it recommends Seneho, Air Force, Air Conditioning and Heating, and then Fleetwell Air. For an AC repair, the rating it's a bit different. Let's ask the same question in Perplexity. As I understand right now, that AI models, they are very intent driven. They try to understand my intent and try to find me the best contractor who will be a very good fit. Okay, what Perplexity gives us: Fleetwell Air Conditioning and Heating and Plumbing, Air Force, and Seneho. And yeah, this is it. The list of the companies in Perplexity, it's shorter, so it's about the same list what we just found in Yelp, in Google, and in ChatGPT as well. So these companies may get those leads from Perplexity and from ChatGPT on the different searches which are related to AC installation or heat pump installation or AC repair. Let's check out the same prompt, the same question. I will ask the Gemini and we'll see what it will give to us. Gemini seems to be more connected to Google. So let's see if they rely on the Google search 100% or they still try to make it think a bit differently. Several highly rated heating, ventilation, and air conditioning providers serve the Thousand Oaks area, California. Comfort Heroes, Seneho, guys, you're winning again. And Air Max is here, and West Coast Air and Acapa Heating and Air. So the list is a bit different in Gemini, and we can ask, by the way, why did you come up with the list, how you rank them? I'll ask the same question to Perplexity. I made a mistake there, but I don't care. I'll ask the ChatGPT the same question I asked the Perplexity and Gemini. So reputation volume, this is the first. Years in business, this is the second. Real HVAC activity, third one. Review quality. I don't look at stars. This is what ChatGPT says. I don't look at stars. I read reviews. This is where I want to attract your attention, guys. They read reviews. They read all of your reviews and they don't look at the stars only. So right now, when the customer is searching, of course, it's not possible for them to read all the reviews. So they just more or less see the overall rating and the stars. But what ChatGPT and other models do, they read all your reviews. So it's important what's in there, what pictures do your customers place into reviews and what they say into reviews in those reviews. So Google reviews: mention technician names, mention actual repairs, mention system brands, mention specific problems solved. Example: Mike diagnosed a failed capacitor on my 5-year-old Linux and had it running in 30 minutes. So no replacements needed. This is what sounds great to ChatGPT. That sounds real. It says weak reviews. Amazing company. So if most of your reviews are like amazing company, great job, thank you guys, this is not useful, so they don't count. Yelp vs Google comparison it also counts. You actually asked a very good question earlier. So yeah, that was my question before I started this recording. Why do some contractors have 4.9 on Google and 3.2 on Yelp? It's a reality, and if you check your competitors, some of them they're really very good. They're doing very good in Google, but they have a very poor score on Yelp. So ChatGPT compares that score, and if it see that it's more or less the same, it's usually strong. If the Yelp review goes below 3.0, then ChatGPT goes to investigate what's there and the possible reasons. Yelp users, they're usually more strict with the reviews. Companies are usually pushing happy customers to Google. And by the way, did you see that Google started to ask if a company asked you to leave a review, or are you just so happy that you want to leave a review? So yeah, sales pressure, complaints appear on Yelp. This doesn't automatically disqualify a contractor, but tells ChatGPT, look deeper. Then business model. ChatGPT says that it divides the HVAC companies into 4 categories. Category A, owner-operated specialist, example, Drew Co., personal service, owner involvement, limited capacity. So pros and cons here. Category B, mid-size HVAC specialists like Air Force. So it's a good balance, still local, growing pains possible. Category C, large home service companies like Senejo. It's the pros are infrastructure, warranties, dispatch capacity, and cons sometimes higher pricing, more sales process. And category D, private equity roll-up. Examples around the country, many national brands. Pros, the process is very good, and cons often aggressive sales. This category gets a lot of homeowners complaints. Complaint patterns. This is also what's important to ChatGPT. So you see that ChatGPT it goes very deeply in even who owns the company and what kind of service it may provide to you as a homeowner. Let's see what Perplexity tells us here. They have the star rating and number of reviews because both matters for reliability. Whether they actually serves 1,000 aux directly, not just nearby areas. Emergency, 24/7 availability, which is important for AC failures. Sign of credibility such as certifications, long service history, or a strong local reputation. Why is those 3? What I see is Perplexity is not digging so deep as ChatGPT. It just checks the Google Maps rating reviews, and it says what I would change. If I were ranking them more strictly, I would probably separate best overall, best local specialist, and best emergency option. Instead of forcing one single winner, I check whether the business is fully licensed, whether the estimate is transparent, and how quickly they respond before choosing. This also gives us something. When I understand that this result is from my account, and if you used Perplexity or ChatGPT or Gemini for a while, it already knows what you want, and I'm sure that 100 people will have 100 different, a little bit different intentions while asking and prompting the AI model. So this is how we will get totally different results. As I understand, you cannot play with that. It goes naturally, and the better and the more AI models evolve, the more natural it becomes. So let's see what Gemini says and what do they have. So which response is more helpful? Okay, so the choice A. The companies highlighted in the initial response were selected based on objective analysis of local market presence, formal industry credential, customer feedback, and manufacturer partnerships with the 1,000 aux and greater Conejo Valley region. To maintain strict objectivity, they're not ranked from best to worst. And this is important again. So this is not like best or worst or 1, 2, 3, because the home situation is unique. Again, unique intention. This is what they try to match, and the more they evolve, as I told you before, the more this will matter. So ranging from an urgent middle of the night breakdown to a routine seasonal inspection, the companies are categorized by their specific operational strength. This approach helps break down why they were chosen and how they align with different needs. So what conclusion I can make from this? It's not a research. This when we're playing this game. So I understand that, let's say if you want to be specifically connected to heat pumps installation, this is what you need to have in your Google reviews, on your website, in your Google Maps, everywhere. So if you want to be heat pump specialist, heat pump specifically, you need to have it everywhere, and it should be all about heat pumps or anything else. I mean, where you want to focus. This is how the ChatGPT and Gemini and Perplexity, this is how they will pick up your company and see that if I'm asking about the heat pump inspection or installation or replacement or service, this is how they will pick up your company for the heat pumps in number one recommendation. And it's not like that you're the best company. You just have the best match to my question, to my intention, to my need. So you see how search is different and fragmented nowadays. We have local service ads, and actually we have Google search with all its ads opportunities, and Yelp and the Google Maps and organic, and we have then ChatGPT and Perplexity and Gemini and all the other LLM platforms which will rank your company somehow connected to the intention and to the need of a homeowner. The easiest thing you can do is type the same kind of keyword like heat pump installation near me or heat pump installation plus your city, and this is how you will understand and you will actually go through what Google says and what Google offers for you in paid ads and organic, what Yelp offers you in terms of ratings, the companies, the best contractors in your area for the heat pump repair, for example. And same question you ask ChatGPT and Gemini and Perplexity and ask, what should I do as a marketer, or what should we do as a company, not as a marketer. We're not playing only the marketing game. We're playing the business game here and the brand game. So ask just, what should I do to become number one in this area for the heat pump installation, for example. Let's do this right now. What should I do as a contractor to rank number one for a heat pump installation request in this area? Let's see what ChatGPT says to us. Since you're asking as an HVAC marketer or owner, which is true, we want to learn it from this side rather than a homeowner, I'd split the answer into two completely different goals. So goal A, rank number one in Google Maps for the heat pump installation 1000 aux. Guys, you see, it's easy. Just rank number one in Google Maps for the heat pump installation 1000 aux. Then B, become the company ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, and homeowners naturally recommend for heat pumps in 1000 aux. So these are the goals, two goals. And ChatGPT also says that most contractors focus on A, just rankings. But the winners over the next 3-5 years will do both. So we need to really concentrate of making the rankings, playing with the rankings and do our best to rank us number one in Google, in the search and maps and Yelp as well, and the ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, and the AI LLM models as well. What actually influences the heat pump recommendations? When I think about this query like, who is the best company for heat pump installation in 1000 aux, California, I mentally scored companies on local authority, heat pump specialization, heat pump focus, review evidence, market presence, trust signals, content footprint, real world, reputation, not just rankings. So ranking will be not the 100% factor. It's still, I would say that's a number one factor, but it's not 100%. Priority number one on the heat pump category. Most HVAC contractors have AC repair, AC installation, furnace repair, heating repair, and even like plumbing, electrical as well. And then 1 week heat pump page. So we're not saying that we are focused in heat pumps. So it's just one of our services. That's a mistake. And Chat says that you want dedicated pages for the heat pump installation 1000 aux, heat pump replacement, ducted heat pumps 1000 aux, Mitsubishi heat pumps, Daikin heat pumps rebates. So everything, heat pumps, VS, furnace, and so on. So this type of pages, when we have a lot of pages saying that we are experts in heat pumps, installations, and all the other services, this looks very good for ChatGPT and other platforms. Each page should contain local projects, photos. Photos are important. Pricing ranges, FAQs, and customer reviews, and reviews on different platforms. Again, this is what I already said, the collect heat pump specific reviews. Typical review, great service, this is almost nothing. Better this kind of review. Fleet will install the Mitsubishi heat pump in our 1000 aux home and help us qualify for California rebates. This looks very good. So now Google AI system and future customers all understand the company, the service, the location, and the product. This is how the good quality reviews should be done from the customer side, of course. Then number 3, publish real local projects. Number 4, win Google business profile, become the heat pump expert, and own local citations, and build an AI footprint and video, play with video. That's a lot. So guys, I'll finish here. This was just an overview on how to play with AI, and everybody plays different game with AI and different prompts, but still, number 1, of course, as a base, still it is Google search. Then they have additional things to get the intention and to have the best match. And you see the rankings are different, so the game is a bit different right now. It's not only about the Google Maps rankings or Yelp rankings, it's all together. It's search everything optimization, and search everything optimization includes the AI and GPT and Perplexity and Gemini and all the rest, literally everything optimization. I'll go in more details in the next video, so stay tuned. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll make sure that I will come back to you with the comments from my side, and see you in the next episode. Bye.